this excerpt from the Ben and Ryan show, Mark Takata makes a surprise big announcement. You heard it here first. Hackathons are coming to the Adobe ColdFusion community.
Can I have a fun announcement?
Do it.
Oh yeah.
Hit it.
You guys want a surprise thing? I am extremely thrilled and excited, and other words, I don't have a thesaurus with me, to announce that Adobe will be running a hackathon. With Adobe ColdFusion 2025 after the launch of the full production, live.
So the non-beta version.
This is not going to be the beta version. This is going to be the real deal Holyfield, like full blown one. That's going to be coming obviously next year, and it's going to be the very first hackathon that we've done maybe ever or in a very, very long time.
Very cool.
Prizes and all sorts of fun stuff. So more announcements on that will come as the year gets closer to the launch, but that's going to be a really amazing and fun activity. We're really excited to see what the community comes up with. Essentially, it'll be what can you do creatively with all of the new features in CF25. We want to see the most exciting, the most creative, the most powerful stuff that you can whip together with all the cool stuff that we're giving you in the new release. So
now, are we going to start seeing those at summits as well?
Hackathons?
Yeah.
Possibly. So these guys have not done a lot of hackathons. I'm actually the one. So I'm running the hackathon. It's going to be my baby because I'm the only one who's literally done them internally. Most of these guys have just never had that experience. And so for me, a hackathon is different from what they see as a hackathon currently. This hackathon is going to go for like 2 weeks.
Right. It's not an in-person Mountain Dew fueled 48 hours of straight coding kind of a thing.
No sleep till Brooklyn kind of thing. Right. That's what I'm used to. Right. You show up, it starts Friday morning at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. or whatever. You sit there and drink Mountain Dew and Jolt and, eat Doritos until Saturday night. And then Sunday you present and then probably collapse into a heap.
Yeah. We're not 25 anymore.
Oh God, no, double that. But there's room for that kind of thing at Summit potentially. We would just need the space, and I am sure people would be interested. At minimum, what I'd love to see is a hackathon that happens shortly before, and the winners maybe show off their stuff up on stage, or maybe there's a special. Maybe there's a special session for the folks that got the top 3, and then we announce the winner later that day. Something, right? All of these are possibilities. I think I'd love to explore all of these things. First, we got to get this one out of the way and just see, are people even interested?
I'm interested.
Yeah?
I will build something. You heard it here first.
I want to see it.
CSV.
It's going to be a CSV.
I've done one in the past where I wasn't there much. I'm a very coder light as far as what I can do, but I come from a business sense. I could present, I could give feedback, I could say, "Hey, look, to make this a whole product, because we're pitching something like we should have the dashboard for it." So so it's not just that one piece. Let's make it wider, and that helped sell it. Because it wasn't just, hey, we have a cool tool that does this. It was everything around it. I think that'd be interesting to kind of also pitch. So all the things that can go around one particular solution.
The best hackathon teams have programmers, UI UX people, product people, right? Like business analysts, like a full team. Because it's pretty rare that one dev changes the entire world all by themselves. I mean, obviously in the past in some cases, but usually those people are fairly exceptional and have done all of those things and are all of those things in one, really full stack people. But in these hackathons that I went to, these teams were 5, 6, 7 people, and most of them were not devs. Only our idiot team had 2 people, both ColdFusion. This was fun. So I did something for the FDA. Actually, had an ag hackathon because I worked for an ag division for the state of California, and me and this other guy, both of us multi-decade ColdFusion developers, decided we are going to build an app to track this bug that causes citrus greening, which is an awful, terrible disease. It's completely destroyed the citrus industry in Florida. Like, it's more than decimated it. Like, it's just basically dead. And this thing is now headed towards Southern California, and we're trying to track it and keep it from causing these problems. So he and I built this app in 2 days, and we were presenting it. Literally, the FDA guy stopped us and said, "I don't believe that you built this app in 2 days." and I'm like, well, I realize I'm wearing a bow tie and a pink shirt, and I look like a clown. I get it, because clearly things don't change over time. But the guy like literally goes, I literally, he's like, I think you guys, like, I hate to accuse you of this, but I think you guys had this app before, and all you're doing is just showing us this app that you've built over months and months and months. How are you able to do that? And I dove in to an evangelism presentation on ColdFusion right there and then in front of the entire place. I just sat there and started teaching them about how quickly you can go through and use all of the different built-in functions for image, CF image, writing it to a database using CF query, right? And I showed them the code and how fast it was, how little code it takes to do all the different items that built this app. And at the end, we won 4th place. The first 2 places didn't even have a running app. They had really good ideas. I know that was very frustrating for me. But afterwards, the FDA came to us and said, "We're really interested in this ColdFusion thing. Can you guys tell us more about it?" And they ended up becoming customers. Like, this is 2014 or something, right? This is way before I was even considered, right? This is Alicia being the being the evangelist for many years at that point. But they are still, like, today, they're a customer of ours. And I'm hopeful that my impassioned plea at this hackathon had something to do with them coming on board and starting to build stuff out. But anyway,
that's what Adobe should do. They should fund hackathon groups to kind of show off that would be amazing. To kind of push the agenda of ColdFusion out there. Is that, okay, Adobe says, like, "Hey, look, we'll get a group of people, like, we'll pay your airfare, your hotel, sign you up for this hackathon. You wow them with how fast you can do it."
What do you think, Ben? You want to fly around?
It's like a SEAL Team 6 kind of a thing.
It is. Yeah, I'll be
like
the
an
business
esports
guy,
team.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's like whatever, EA, the EA team.
That'd be fun.
Or no, I guess it would be like the Mountain Dew team.
Right, yeah, like the Red Bull.
Like the Red Bull team, yeah.
There we go.
We should get Red Bull to co-sponsor it.
There you go.
Well, no. Because it's so easy to do. You don't need that.
Oh, that's true.
We could get.
I love caffeine.
Good point. No, but it really does. It makes a really big difference when, it was hilarious to see, 7 people, 8 people, 6 people groups, and then us two schmucks. And they asked us, like, "Where's the rest of your team?" Like, it's just us, man. Yeah, no, because we're enough. Darn it, we matter.
That would be so impressive. Adobe really should do. They, all kidding aside, that would be pretty cool to have all these hackathon groups funded around the country to win these competitions or to place in the competitions and kind of show off.
Hey, idea, Ryan. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
There we go. I got the shortest title. What can I say?
Shortest title.
All right, so we'll close out. A great point to kind of close out on the evangelism is kind of those grassroots. And so if you're out there and you don't have to have Adobe sponsor you. You can do it on your own, as Mark did back in the day. You can go out, do a hackathon, and kind of spread the word when using ColdFusion and kind of show off everything. So there we go, guys. Grassroots evangelism right there for you.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's change the world.